It's Wednesday the 28th of June.
Bore da.
We're in Cardiff.
Croeso il Old Stations.
We're heading west.
Yay!
And even though we're technically starting in Cardiff, really...
We want to get to Swansea.
Do the thing, do the trick.
Swansea.
Swansea.
And I even got us right on the train. We're at Llanelli. Llanelli.
Thank you.
We're at Llanelli. Llanelli is the home of Eileen Beasley, who in the 50s refused to respond to the local council because they only wrote to her in English. And we were chatting to our guard, and he was saying the story goes that she said she wouldn't respond or pay her taxes to anything that came in English. She wanted it to be in Welsh. And at one point the council came to her house and started to take away her furniture to pay back the bills that were unpaid, but the local people rallied round, bought back her furniture and gave it back to her. And it was this protest which then led to the foundation of the Welsh Language Society. Go Eileen Beasley.
It's right by the sea now. Do the waves ever...
Yeah, they come over the train.
Do like a, is it Dawlish? We've been to Dawlish, but they come right over.
And you know when they had a battering a few years ago?
It's 12:30. Sandwich time. And we've just arrived at Fishguard Harbour.
Fishguard! Woohoo! Should we get a boat? Should we go to Ireland? And then do all the stations in Ireland? Fishguard Harbour, where you can catch the ferry across to Ireland. Also, is the only station on the network where you can smoke. The station itself is not owned by Network Rail, it's owned by the ferry company, and you are allowed to smoke here. So one of us, Jeff, is going to have to test that theory.
Slightly raining. I forgot to bring a jacket. I know, it's Wales, I know. And there's a big boat at Fishguard. Whoa! He saw me filming. Maybe he did. Maybe the captain of the boat was like, I'll give that guy a part with my horn. Apparently, so years ago, there used to be like, you know, a proper like boat train. You used to get like a high-speed intercity style train that used to go through the night or an early morning pickup all the way through to London. Then that run the ferries, have kind of cut back on services, and the conspiracy is what our guard was telling us, is that really they don't care much for foot passengers anymore, because the real money is of course in all the freight traffic, all the lorries and all the cars. Apparently it costs like £300 to take your car across on the ferry to Rothesay in Ireland. And recently, Arriva Trains published all their timetables for this summer, for this year, and then Stena went and changed the times of the boats, and then Arriva were like, well, hang on a second, you've got and changed all the times of the ferries without telling us, and they then had to retime all their trains. There's a bit of a hoo-ha. The suggestion being is that the foot passengers aren't seen as the most important. The foot passengers obviously get the train because they pay less for their tickets. Whitland. You were the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love this guy. Love this guy so much. Such a great guard. Thank you, my friend.
The Whitland signal box is still in use, and there is a signal person in the box 24 hours a day.
The next stop is Haverfordwest.
How's your book, Jeff?
So tomorrow we get the Heart and Wales line. We're going to meet Ian March. Hi Ian. He's probably watching this back. I'm being a fanboy about his book on the train. So I just thought I'd better brush up on his book. Not that I've already read it like 20 times in my life before we meet him tomorrow. I'm slightly excited. Come on, it's so cliched, Wales. Did you have to rain? I mean, really? Could just be sunny. It's not even like proper rain, it's just like that grey misty drizzle. You know, it's the kind of annoying rain where if you're in a car, it's not enough to have the wipers on full, right? And not even at the slowest setting. You have to manually do it like every 20 seconds. That's the kind of rain I hate.
I'm learning so much about you, Joe.
Haverfordwest.
We're meeting Daryl.
Gonna meet Daryl.
We are Thank you. There's a diner.
Alright, Vicky and Jeff, I have Tamsin from Harold Radio. How are you doing?
Oh, hello. Yeah, we were meeting you.
I just heard this morning that you were popping along, so I thought, oh, come along and say hello.
Okay, hello. This is hello.
Yes, it is, yeah. Hi, alright. Nice to meet you. Hello, fella. Alright.
People.
So we're in Haverfordwest, we've met Daryl, who's giving us a bit of a tour of the town, but he actually owns this shop, and one of his train-related items is this amazing, what's it called, Daryl?
It's the Mighty Mug, or Untippable Mug.
So it has some sort of like suction pad on the bottom, so you can't tip it over,
I saw you as a
but you can then.
Up until last Wednesday I came in at
This
this
is like black magic.
It's really weird. It's like magic. It doesn't tip over as much as you hit it, or on the train when the train's wobbling back and forth and tricks. It's just you just pick it up. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
What, as it is? What's that? You got tobacco-y, strong.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Magic. Gold.
So we've come to the weir. Daryl, you were saying that boats actually, before the weir was here, they used to come further into the town.
They did. They used to go quite far up the river to the old bridge, and now obviously the weir is here. And in 2003 they actually installed a fish pass here, and it's got an underwater camera that you can see the fish going up on there. There's a couple of videos on YouTube of salmon going up the river. All along here, this wasn't here then, it was all massive storage units for barn and grain and things coming off from Bristol area. Hence the pub just around the corner is the Bristol Trader.
So Daryl, you brought me to a castle, so already I don't want to leave. What can you tell me about Haverford's castle?
Early 12th century, so it goes back a long way. I think it's 1108 or 1120, the first signs of a castle being here, but then it was just a sort of small structure, and quickly being built to what it is today. Oliver Cromwell actually came and ordered the destruction of the castle. He wanted it blown to smithereens, wanted it absolutely gone, but that was managed to be saved, obviously. So you've got this beautiful castle of Haverfordwest, which is actually one of the frontier castles, one of the biggest in Pembrokeshire, so it's a real sight.
So when we were chatting on Facebook, we got to talking about the Welsh-English divide and sort of just language in general. So tell us a little bit more about that, Daryl.
Yeah, there's a big Welsh-English divide in Pembrokeshire. As you probably heard around, there's a lot of accents around here that you won't hear further down the line, and down the line seems to be quite a local phrase as well. So, it comes from down the line. Yeah. But speaking in an English accent around here is very prominent. It's called Little England Beyond Wales, or known locally as. And it is just that, it's a Little England beyond Wales. There's a line called the Llanelli line, and from north of that, northeast, people speak Welsh. Southwest of that, people speak English, and it's really that prominent.
So do you feel that there's a revival? Will there ever be a revival of the Welsh language in this area?
I do think that Welsh is coming back. In recent years, the road signs you see around have switched from being just English around here, or Welsh and English, maybe Welsh on the bottom. The new Welsh Constabulary has brought in a law where it has to be Welsh on the top, English on the bottom, or just Welsh. But yeah, coming back in, it's now compulsory in schools for Welsh to be taught. Even my driving instructor didn't speak English until he was 17. Didn't know a word of English. It's from further down the line.
So back at the station after our tour of the town. Thanks, Daryl.
No problem.
So trains. What do you feel about the train service that you get here?
It's good because we don't have that many, so they can often be on time. So that's quite an easy, you've only got that one target to hit, that's it. Whereas if it's every 10 minutes, then you can regularly miss them. I think if they'd done an hourly service, which is quite regular, I think it would be a lot better. Yeah, it would massively make a big difference for tourism. They can easily get on a train direct from Manchester Piccadilly, as you can hear in the background, and come straight here. Don't even have to change, nothing, all the way through.
Thank you very much, Daryl.
No
it's been
problem.
A pleasure
Thank you very
to
much for
meet
coming.
you.
Thank you.
At Milford Haven, we have to get a car connection to Pembroke.
Yes.
And such is the smallness of the world. Yes. There's someone very special that we know that just by complete fluke happened to be in Pembrokeshire this week on holiday at his parents' holiday cottage and said, I'll give you a lift.
Good, what is it? After
Dude, let's have a shake on Anthony, of course, you will remember from, God, was it tube attempt number 25? Crazy.
Yeah.
And Anthony actually lives on the line up to Tring and Bedford. I was like, what day are you doing Bedford? I was like, dude, we've already done it. He's like, oh, well, I guess I won't see you. He's like, and you said something like an email, not unless you're in Wales, but I'm on holiday there. And I went, what week are you on holiday in Wales? It turns out that you're on holiday in Wales.
Exact same week.
Exact same week
Yeah.
that we're in Wales. And I went, not down at Manorbier. He's like, well, that's where we need to get a lift in Pembrokeshire. So you're here to give us a lift. Welcome to Milford Haven. Also at Milford Haven, there's no buffers. The line carries on. I know why. I want to check that I'm right. YouTube, do your worst, best. Tell me why the line carries on at Milford Haven. Thanks. So the train is at 17:09. And how long is it going to take to drive to Pembroke?
17 minutes according to Google.
You've got 40 minutes to do a 17-minute journey.
Yeah, should be.
By the way, nice. I like your cap.
Thank you very much. It was my granddad's.
That's a nice hat. It's still raining. We're walking to the station.
To the trains!
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, look at it. It's gorgeous. Oh, Pembroke. Look at that. So we're on the train. Ant and Shell are here. Shell's family have a house down here, but Shell was just saying that really they know the area better by car. And despite, how many times have you come here in your life down to Pembroke and Pembrokeshire? Multiple. More than 10.
30.
Why have you never used the train?
Because we always went with my parents in their car, and we've got a car, so we just drive everywhere.
So what is it that makes you use a car down here rather than the train?
I would say that it is because the services are so infrequent, and we need to have our car to be able to go anywhere we want.
I think if the station was closer to the house,
Yeah.
like, because in Saundersfoot the station's a bit far away from where Shell's mum and dad's house is. It's a bit of a walk. Like if we wanted to get the train into Tenby or something and have a beer, it would be a bit of a walk back. And given the weather here as well.
But I just want to stress, you do like railways.
Oh yeah, we love railways. Yeah.
Just checking. Where are we, Vix?
We're at Manorbier. Anthony, you know this very well.
Yes, this is where I got married.
There's a castle at Manorbier.
There is a castle at Manorbier.
What a lovely illustration.
Is he doing the token? It's the crossing where the guard he pulls the lever to operate the crossing. So he has to get out and to operate the crossing. Are there any others like that, or is it just that one?
Up Harbour Wheels.
Which we're doing that tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow, yeah. There's loads on the Harbour Wheels. Yeah.
How do the barriers know when to go up?
It's automatic.
We're on our way back to Swansea because of ferry port and one other awkward station. We actually can't stop this train. We have to change at Carmarthen just at the last final stopping train of the day. So one more train to go and we're almost done for the day.
Ferryside station. It's a request stop. I think 2 people have requested to get off. According to the lovely Carrion who we met yesterday, signal box. The Ferryside cabin is the best place in Ferryside to get food.
Look, Vic is already here. We're at Swansea, end of the day.
Yeah.
We're back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
The heart of Wales. Very exciting. Very good.
Bacon. That's the closest you'll get me to anything smoky. Oh, fine.